It's the belief system that's lacking that we all need to transcend. And I hope that this moment in time can be a quantum shift for you.
Tap into success by learning from the best in 7 minutes or less. This is the 7 Minutes to Success series on the LifeKraft podcast. Today, we feature author, motivational speaker, and podcast host, Gabrielle Bernstein.
I think my way back to that girl, 24-year-old girl, with a stack of self-help books next to her bed, her journal in her hand. And I can think about how her belief and her faith were stronger than her fear. And in that experience of knowing that she could transcend that addiction, that she could transcend the traumas of her past and step into the light of who she was here to be. And you guys, I am so proud of her. I am so proud of her. Because she just took a mustard seed of belief and faith and just ran with it and multiplied it and became a woman who is making a major impact in the world, not just in this room or on a podcast or publicly, in moment-to-moment situations. At the deli last night, when I just am riffing with this guy about my 17 years of sobriety, and he looks at me and he goes, I have 62 years. And just feeling connected to the human race, feeling as though not only my words or my work can elevate, but knowing that my presence is enough. And we all have that truth, that capacity, that magnitude within us. And we all have unique ways in which we will express it. But we may be blocking it. And right now, I want you to just notice one of the biggest blocks is the victim mentality of, I can't get out of this. And every single person in this room may or may not, maybe a few of you don't, but most of us in this room may be living right now in a way where you're thinking, well, how am I going to get over this part of my life? Or how can I transcend that? Or how can I get there? I interviewed a lot of you guys yesterday in the elevators, in the lobby. You didn't realize it, but I was interviewing you. And I got really clear about what's up. It's the belief system that's lacking that we all need to transcend. And I hope that this moment in time can be a quantum shift for you. I believe that if you want that this moment in time with me can be a quantum shift for you. I want to honor the difficult stuff first, though. Because as the beautiful Sufi poet Rumi said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. Take a look at the wounds in your life. Maybe you could start to see that loss of that job as your opportunity to finally step into your entrepreneurial dream. Or you could see that divorce as an opportunity for you to get closer to your truth, heal yourself, love yourself more than you ever could have imagined. Or you could see that loss of a loved one as an opportunity to get closer to a spiritual connection of your own understanding. And when we decide to see those difficult moments in our life with that vision of belief and hope and faith that there could be something better, that's when everything opens up. That's when invisible doors open for us. That's when the universe starts to conspire. We all in this moment have something that we've been suffering from, but we have two choices of how we're going to see it. We can see it through the lens of fear, or we can see it through the lens of hope and optimism and a belief system beyond our wildest dreams. We can. We can. And some of you might be sitting there being like, oh, this sounds really nice. She sounds really nice. Yeah, but F you, I don't believe that. So just keep riding with me because I'm going to show you how. This is the plan. This is the deal, guys. The universe is always a yes for what you put out. The universe is always a yes. Always a yes. And so you might think you're a yes for like that big money, or you might think you're a yes for that baby on the way, or you might think you're a yes for that romance that's going to change you forever, or a yes for that entrepreneurial career, or a yes for that audience, or a yes for that microphone, whatever that yes might be for you. And yes, there's a part of you that is, I want that, I'm ready for that. But there's another part of you that's really blocking the yes. And that part of you is the part that doesn't believe you're worthy of it. This is a human condition. We are not taught that we have this magnitude of greatness within us. I'm going to really use that word, greatness. We're not taught to be in the belief that we have a magnitude of greatness. No, as children, we get these moments of no's, we get these moments of shutdown, we get traumatized experiences, feelings of being inadequate, unlovable, not good enough, feelings of terror and fear frozen in our body. All of us, the human condition, we are not immune to those moments in time in those early days that create these exiled parts of us that just hide out, never want to come out of the closet, run for fear, and just say, no way, never want to go there again. And that's when we build up a lot of other parts of ourselves. We build up a lot of protection mechanisms. And one of those protection mechanisms that I want to talk about today is the belief that we're not worthy. Because if we don't start to address that protector part of us, we could do all the things. We could write the best book, or we could date the best guys, or we could do everything out there that seems appropriate, but it won't hit. Or it'll get there and it'll just fall apart. Our internal condition is what allows us to become the magnet for that which we desire. And it's not always necessarily something outside of us. It's a true feeling inside. It's funny, I saw Matt backstage, Lewis's numero uno, who's running this shit behind the scenes. And so I saw Matt and I was like, Matt, it's so interesting to see you right now because I saw you, I don't know, like 8-9 years ago or 7 years ago. And that was the last time I saw him on the balcony at Lewis's house. And I was like, listen, dude, I was in such a dark place then. I didn't even know some of the stories that needed to be revealed for me. I just want to acknowledge that you held space for me at that time. And I'm going to just let you know that I'm really proud that I'm really in a great state of peace right now. And so we have these moments where we don't believe. I want you to think about it for a second. What is an area of your life? And you can just shout it back to me. What's an area of your life where you're like, I don't know if I believe that yet? Something that's lacking faith.
Thank you for tuning into this episode. Remember, this is only a segment of the whole presentation. Please follow the link in the description below to listen to it in full. If you loved this episode, please leave a positive review for us and let us know on social media at the LifeKraft what inspired you. We will connect again in the next episode, and until then, keep creating a life you are excited to wake up to.